Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and today, in spirit of the most beautiful weather we've been having, I wanted to make one of my go-tos for when I'm absolutely strapped for time. I don't have a lot in my pantry, but I have just a few fresh herbs. I make my lemon and herb spaghetti, and it is so good, so satisfying. It's really light, and it goes well with just about anything grilled. But it's also really great on its own with a baguette and maybe a glass of wine or a glass of lemonade. It's just wonderful, and it's so easy. It comes together in 10 minutes from stove to table, 10 minutes flat. You're going to start off with some spaghetti. Now you can use whole wheat. This is just plain old delicious spaghetti right here. I've got some lemons. I've also got some fresh herbs. I've got parsley, fresh oregano, fresh thyme, and I've got some garlic, salt and pepper, and extra virgin olive oil. That is it. Now to this, you can add tomatoes. You can add different herbs. You can add greens. You can add whatever you want, but this is kind of really simple for me. And truth be told, when I am strapped for a time or I don't have much going on in the fridge, I always have parsley because I always buy bundles of parsley. I'll only use parsley, and then instead of using the fresh oregano and thyme, I'll use a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, and it just works really, really well because I always have some on hand. But I do love the fresh. It just tastes like spring and summer, and it's just delicious. Now I have a pot filled with water. I added a generous sprinkling of salt, and that's come to a boil. I'm gonna go add my pasta to my boiling water, and then we'll make the no-cook sauce, and we're pretty much there. Now, while my pasta is cooking, I'm just stripping the leaves off of the stem or the thyme, and I'm going to do the same thing with the oregano. Be careful because oregano can be quite strong. I like about a tablespoon of oregano leaves for the whole recipe, but start a little bit shy, maybe start with a teaspoon if you haven't really eaten raw oregano, because it can be quite potent, although I absolutely adore it. You can absolutely chop everything by hand. Of course, you don't need a mini chop or a food processor, but this makes my life a whole lot easier. So I've got my garlic and I've got my herbs, and all I'm going to do is pulse this until you want this to be sort of ground, but you don't want it to be a paste. So be careful and just pulse it instead of letting it run for a really long time, because you just want everything to be finely chopped. I want the zest of about a half a lemon, and then I want the juice. I really like lemon. So I'm going to do about a quarter cup of olive oil and a quarter cup of lemon juice, kind of equal parts. That way it's really lemony and really bright and really beautiful. But you can do less than that. You can do just a couple tablespoons of lemon juice if you don't care for as much lemon as I do. But the whole point of this is that it's really bright and lemony. It's really fresh, and I just absolutely love it. I'm going to actually squeeze my lemon in my little sieve right over my extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to do that because you see there's a lot of seeds in there, and I want to be able to get lots of lemon juice. I might only need 1.5 lemons instead of a whole lemon, but we shall see. And if you have Mayer lemons, if you can get your hands on those, you should use that because it is fantastic. They're fantastic. Okay, I'm a little shy of of a quarter cup of lemon, but not by much, so I'm going to leave it there. And then just add this to my herb mixture, my herb, garlic, and lemon zest mixture. Give everything a good little stir like so. And I want some black pepper and just a small pinch of salt. You don't need much because your pasta water should be well salted. Should be as salty as the Mediterranean, but a small pinch will do wonders. So I'm just going to give this a little stir, set it aside. I'm going to wait for my pasta to cook. I'm going to drain it, and I'm going to bring it back here to marry the two together. Okay, I've got my sauce ready. I've got my pasta drained. Now, I haven't rinsed it under cold water. I want that pasta to be hot because it's almost, but not really, going to cook the sauce. It's going to kind of waken up all those flavors. It's quite amazing. I'm going to add that right in. Just make sure you drain it well because you don't want the water to kind of water down the sauce. And instantly, and I'm talking really instantly, when that hot pasta hits the herbs and the garlic and the lemon, it just smells unbelievable. It smells so, so good. Try and get everything really mixed well. And if you can, allow this to sit at room temperature for about 15 minutes, and those flavors will just, really get to know each other, and they will be absorbed in the pasta, because the pasta kind of acts like a sponge. The pasta kind of says, oh, I'm swimming in something, let me soak it up and let me taste delicious. And that's what this does. And that's fantastic. You could also add some chilies to this for a little heat. I don't prefer to do that because I kind of like keeping it quite lemony and mellow, although quite bright with the herbs. And this is perfection. I'm gonna put this on a really pretty, bright platter because that's just how I roll. Although I want to get all those herbs from the sides. And you could absolutely add a sprinkle of parm. It would be fantastic. You could do a swirly thing if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. Got a lot of herbs over here. I add them all in just a little bit, but for now, I just want a little, just a smidge of a helping, because this is going to be actually what we're having for dinner, followed by a gorgeous tart for dessert. Look at that. Perfectly cooked pasta. Pretty pumped about this. That is pure heaven and perfection in one bite. It's light yet satisfying. It's bright, it's citrusy, it's garlicky, it's everything I love in food, all in one plate. And it's so easy. I mean, 10 minutes from start to finish. You know you can put this on your dinner table tonight. So go to laurainthekitchen.com to get the full written recipe. Let me know down below what recipes you want to see in the upcoming weeks, because I'm starting to get my schedule together and I've got so many exciting and delicious summer treats coming your way. You're going to be just blown away. So I love to read your suggestions. I hope you enjoy spending time with me. I'm going to slurp on and I'll see you next time. Bye.